Hello and welcome or welcome back to day 2 of the 11:11, where I attempt to speak for 11 minutes and 11 seconds without a script. And today's topic is Vogue magazine. More specifically, why I'm cancelling my subscription finally to this glorious glossy magazine. I only ended up taking this subscription out because I have been keeping hold of a very old copy of Vogue from December to January edition, 1999 to 2000. It was silver, and I somehow, in all of the moves that I made, it just kind of stayed. It just kind of hung around. I don't really know exactly why. But it had made it this far. And so just over a year ago, just as we were coming up to the 25-year anniversary, like as we were, the end of 2024 into 2025, I was like, I wonder how much has changed. So I decided to treat myself to a little one of those little intro offers of the magazine where it costs literally nothing. It's so cheap, and the intention being that you will cancel it before it then ticks into a proper subscription. But I didn't. I guess I quite enjoyed having the magazine to flick through. There's something kind of nostalgic about my teens and 20s of just like flicking through a glossy magazine. Also, I used to work for a glossy magazine. I worked briefly for Elle magazine, not Vogue, but Elle. And so I guess I was just quite enjoying having the subscription. And then in July, when I got charged again for another 6 months rolling, I was like, it might be time to cancel this. Not least of all because I wasn't reading them. Like, I was on tour most of last year, so I was not at home when they were arriving. And I ended up with this stack here, which is great. They're really good for collage. I've bound these in belts. They're so heavy, and they make, like, tables. Like, I could pop my iPad there at a decent height now that I'm like floor living. So they are useful. And it's nice to have them, like I said, for collaging and stuff. Not that I've been doing any collage, but like I do intend to. But, here, for example, here is another one in an envelope that I haven't even opened that one yet. That's the latest one. I haven't even opened it yet. I don't know when it arrived. Before Christmas, certainly. So then, I don't know if you remember this, but I think it was like around July, August, September, when the US Vogue were involved in some controversy because they had used an ad that featured an AI model. And the ad was for Guess jeans. And I remember just being like, oh, that's really sad. That was the moment I was like, okay, no, it's time to cancel my subscription. It's time to cancel my subscription because I don't want to support a company that does that. That, already beauty ideals are so impossible. And yes, they had been beginning to open up. We were beginning to get more plus size models. We were beginning to get more diverse models. We were beginning to see more trans models. We were beginning to see older models, etc. But I don't know, with Ozempic, whatever it's called, the injectable, the weight loss thing, it just feels like we're returning to this very narrow way of living that I remember from the 90s and noughties, in which case I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to go back to that mentality. It had its grip on me back in the day with all sorts of body dysmorphia, and I see that coming back for people. So something like an AI model, how are we supposed to compete? How how are we supposed to compete? There's filters that you put on your face, there's injections, there's fillers that you like. We just do our best to like look like something other than ourselves, and I don't know, I didn't want to partake in that, so I got really curious, like who. It felt to me like this would be a very male thing to do. So I was like, who made these AI models? And I was so surprised and disappointed to discover that it's actually two women who, I have to say, they are both stunners themselves. They almost look like they are, in fact, AI models themselves. Um, yes, Valentina Gonzalez and Andrea Petrescu of Seraphinne Valora. That's the company that made this AI model and makes many AI models. And I was like, oh, wow. So it's these two very attractive 25-year-old women who made them. When asked about this, now I'm reading from like a BBC article. We don't create unattainable looks. Actually, the AI model for Guess looks quite realistic, Petrescu says. Ultimately, all adverts are created to look perfect and usually have supermodels in, so what we are doing is no different. The pair admit that the AI images on their company's Instagram page are lacking in diversity and promote unrealistic beauty standards. They say they have tried to be more inclusive, but it's the users who don't engage much with those posts. Quote, we've posted AI images of women with different skin tones, but people do not respond to them. We don't get any traction or likes. And if you look at their Instagram, the last time I looked, I'll look again before posting this, but at the time I remember looking through their Instagram and being like, wow. It was just so same, so uninteresting, but like so same. And it was true what they were saying, that the rare occasion where there would be a diverse model, they didn't get much engagement, they didn't get much likes. But is that how you want to, is that the kind of business that you want to promote? Is that, does it matter? Does it matter that it doesn't get much engagement? I mean, if you post something that no one engages with, and so then okay, we'll just keep posting this same one thing, just different versions of this same one thing, then you're promoting this very thin ideal of beauty. You're not challenging anything. And already there's the problem that this isn't even a real person. That's already a problem in and of itself. But that excuse that we want it to be more diverse, but people don't like it, and so it makes us unpopular on like the Instagram. I don't know, just massively disappointing, really. I'm just looking at these images now. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to put these on the screen, because I don't think you'll be able to pick it up like that. So then I was like, okay, it's January and it's the start of the year and it's time to cancel this subscription. And they make it so hard to do. I do remember this with Condé Nast, because the last magazine subscription I had was The New Yorker, which is also Condé Nast, and cancelling that was a nightmare as well. So I hope I've cancelled. I don't know. I've had to send an email. Obviously, if I was a digital subscriber, this would be much easier. I just probably would just be doing it through the app and then just would press stop. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. I will say that these do make good furniture. I don't even know, who is even on the cover of this latest one? Shall we? I'm going to put this down. I don't. Oh, Margot, I like her, yeah. Margot Robbie's Radical Romance, Pure Drama. So that's what issue? This was January. This is January. We are in January. And yeah, if the last subscription I paid for was, I think, July, then I think I should be billed again any minute now. And I don't want to be. So I'm hoping that sending this email will fix that problem. Meanwhile, I have all these magazines, which I don't mind. I need to do some collaging. And I will do, because I like using collaging in notebooks. It's fun to do. This 30-day challenge is harder than it looks. 11/11, thank you.